1 year ago, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo was riding a wave of popularity from his daily COVID briefings, but times have changed dramatically. Right now, the governor is clinging to power amid calls for his resignation, and President Biden has just weighed in. Athena Jones joins me live from Albany, New York. So, Athena, what's the president saying?
Hi, Pamela. Well, he weighed in. He's not joining, adding his voice to those calling for Governor Cuomo to step down now. Listen to what the president had to say just now.
Do you think Governor Andrew Cuomo should resign?
I think the investigation is underway and we should see what it brings us.
Now, those remarks from President Biden echoing or very similar to what we heard from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi saying, you know, there are investigations going on. We should let those investigations play out. But Speaker Pelosi went on to say that the governor should essentially search his heart and ask himself whether he could lead effectively. And Pamela, look, you know, the majority of the New York's congressional delegation is now calling on him to resign. That includes Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, who on Friday afternoon put out a joint statement joining with the other members of Congress who believe that the governor should, for the sake of New York, step down, arguing that he's lost the confidence of the people of New York.
So what you just saw there was Joe Biden refusing to call for Andrew Cuomo's resignation. And CNN gave you a little context. I've been talking about some of these things as well. Basically, over the last couple weeks at the state level and at the federal level, many politicians have been calling for Cuomo to resign. That includes progressives like AOC and Jamal Bowman and Mondaire Jones, but also moderates like Schumer and Gillibrand and Jerry Nadler. Basically, most of the New York politicians in Congress, both senators and a majority of the House delegation, have called for him to resign. And even Pelosi, though she stopped short of demanding a resignation, basically made a soft call for resignation, sort of saying, you know, Mr. Cuomo needs to look into his heart and wonder if he can still do the job, if he still has the confidence. And what I think Pelosi was trying to say there was he should realize that he doesn't and should bow out gracefully. And I just cannot accept this approach from Biden. Biden has had a better start as president than I've expected, but this call here is not good enough. He needs to follow the lead of the New York politicians that have united despite ideological differences to demand Cuomo's resignation. At the very least, we should have heard what we heard from Pelosi, which is that fundamentally, you know, maybe you don't make the direct call for resignation, but you have to say to Cuomo, sir, you really need to consider whether or not you're still the man for the job and whether or not this controversy is making it impossible for you to serve New Yorkers at this deeply challenging time. This is a failure of leadership from Joe Biden.